welcome to my channel So Let's Sparkle with Sam. I hope you have got your cuppa ready because this is my Sunday's time for a little bit of sparkle. So first things first, I want to thank everybody for your lovely comments and encouragement over on my very first Sparkly Sewing Bee synopsis of season 12. I will pop the link to the video up here if you haven't seen it, so you can go across and have a look. Obviously, if you haven't seen the show yet, then maybe wait a little while. But yeah, I've had some lovely comments and encouragement, and it really does mean the world. Now, I do need to apologise for any of my outside of my control noises that you might hear in this video. It is a beautiful sunny day, it is Friday, and everybody seems to be outside doing jobs, and those jobs all seem to be quite noisy. So apologies if you can hear noises in this video. I will try my very best to make them as unannoying as possible. Also, I want to thank everybody for inquiring about my eye, asking about how my eye is doing, and it is doing much better. No winking today. It is completely healed. It is much better. Thank you very much for asking. I felt very cared about. However, unfortunately, now I've developed a rather annoying rash on the other side of my face. Honestly, what's next? This is not a beauty makeover show, this is a sewing channel, so let's get on. Right, the Sewing Bee is back. Have you watched it? Did you enjoy it? Have you got a favourite? Oh yeah, it's as I said, I'll pop the link to my full review, so I won't be doing another review on here. But yeah, I'm just really pleased with how everyone is enjoying it, and hearing everybody's thoughts, and also Baby Sparkle's thoughts part of the video has been it's been a huge hit. So just so you know, that will be in every episode. And I've had a couple of people inquiring about the little peg dolls that do the little stop motion film. That's also Jo. Jo made the little stop motion intro with my little Peggy dolls that have been made by my friend Nikki, and I'll put the link for them. Hopefully they should appear in the links to all the videos. If they haven't yet, they will one day magically appear, so keep your eye out for that. This week in the Sparkly Studio, there'll be no notes from the washing line, rather notes from the sewing room floor. Bear with. So Mr. Sparkles has broken up for the summer. Yay! And has very kindly taken over all washing duties, and I did consider asking him to photograph my handmade clothes flapping beautifully on the washing line, but decided that may be asking a bit too much. I mean, he's brilliant, but you know, there's limits. There are limits. So instead, the main thing that I have been doing this week is having a little bit of a fabric sort. So I finally tackled a job that I've been wanting to do for ages. You know, it's been on my list for far too long. And I initially went into my sewing room. So I'm very lucky. I've got the studio down here. I've got a sewing room upstairs. But the sewing room is kind of used for storing all of my bits and pieces. And this is where I tend to sew. And yeah, I initially went in. I was going to set myself a timer, and I was just going to fold some fabrics because, you know, I'll hopefully you'll see some pictures pop up. And I got myself in a bit of a muddle. I tend to have like little fabric volcanoes erupting all over my sewing room floor, instead of it all being lovely and curated on the beautiful Clax unit that I've actually bought for this purpose. So yeah, my idea was, I'll just do a little bit of folding, and then all of a sudden everything was off the shelves and on the floor, and I was like, oh, now I've got a job to do. Does anyone else do that? Just me? I don't know. Anyway, it ended up being a really cathartic thing to do, and it was brilliant. But it has kind of taken over a lot of my Sparkly Studio time this week, and I already had a lot to do and gave myself a lot to do, so I ended up having even more to do. And seeing as that I do sometimes get this rash, and it's a sign when I've done a bit too much or I'm a bit kind of run down, there you go. This is me, this is how it happens. So back to the sewing room floor. Yeah, I I basically tackled the job that I'd been wanting to tackle for a really long time, and I have finally decided the way that I want. And I'm not going to say this is the best way to organise your fabrics, but I've decided how I need to organise my fabrics for me. And yeah, it was great. I rediscovered some fabrics that I didn't know, well, that I'd forgotten that I had. I've kind of found things that I'd put in that safe place, you know, I'd found treasures. I found lots of like half meters of fabric that I don't even remember using the other part of it. So whether I bought half meters, I don't think I did. It's not something I generally do. But yeah, I think it's just scraps of things. So now, instead of the mess, I've kind of made it feel a little bit more calmer. It's not finished. It will be a work in progress. But yeah, I've started to sort it, and it has made me feel a lot better, a lot calmer, and a bit more inspired to sew. So when was the last time that you had a proper fabric sort, or are you just pretending that, you know, it's not there? Whichever you are in a safe space. Let me know. Tell me, which one are you? So as I said, it's Friday, Mr. Sparkles is off, so we are going out to lunch today. We've decided that we're just gonna, because he's off and because we can in the middle of the day, and because I work from home and my social sparkle is tonight rather than during the day. I've worked really hard this morning getting all of my admin done, doing all of my orders, writing my newsletters, doing all of those kinds of things. So we're going to treat ourselves to a nice long lunch. We're going into town. I thought I would pop on my Upton dress. I'll try and get Mr. Sparkles to take a full swirly picture of me at some point today, and I'll pop that in there. But yes, it's the Upton dress by Cashmerette that I made a few years ago for our anniversary, for an anniversary celebration. So I thought, I'll wear that, and I've got it on with my pink beads, with my little sun charm, I guess you call it, a little charm. It's got a few little charms on there. Yeah, just to give me a little bit of colour. I haven't done very much with my hair today because it's too hot, so I've just slapped it up in this lovely hairband to keep it out of my face, and also it keeps my hair off my face, which I'm needing to do. So yeah, so that's what I'm wearing, and we are off into town today, which is why I'm a bit more dressed up than usual. In case you were wondering, maybe you weren't even wondering. So tomorrow, another thing that I've got to do when we get back is Much Ado About Stitching, tomorrow's social. So I can't believe how quickly it's gone from our June social to our July social. It's just like a flash. So yeah, next week tune in and I will be telling you all about what's gone on there. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I've got to pack some extra tables this week because we've got a few extra things that we need to fit in. Yeah, and I'm hoping to take with me Joe's kit. So Joe, I'm making for Baby Sparkles the tropical shirt as part of my Get Your Kit Off challenge that I'm doing. I'm making good progress, but I'm going to save all of your Get the Kit On stuff for my video that comes out in the week. So yeah, I am started to film that as well. So I've made lots of progress on my kits, but yeah, you'll have to watch that one. So that'll be Get Your Kit On week 4 when that comes out next week before the Sewing Bee one. Huh. I am a prolific vlogger at the moment. It seems to be all I do, but I really love it and I really enjoy it, and I'm very grateful that you are here for it. So what's been coming into the Sparkly Studio this week? Well, I've been a bit pattern crazy. I've been influenced. Can you believe it? I've been influenced by vloggers this week. And yeah, and so I bought some patterns in. Now, my lovely friend Claire, the singing sewist, who is also one of our lovely super sparklers, get that right, Sam, super sparklers, and she has done a lovely video. I'll try and pop the link in somewhere. I don't know whether I could put someone else's link in here. I'll have to put it link underneath. Who knows? I'll find out. And yeah, and she did a video earlier last week, I think it was, about tops to wear in summer. And of course I clicked on it straight away. I mean, we all want to know what we're supposed to be wearing in this ridiculous heat. And one of the patterns that she suggested was by Liesl & Co, and it was the Sinitra top, and I will pop a picture of it here because all I've got to show you, I bought it from the fold line. I've got the fold line to print it out for me, so all I've got is my fold line envelope and then the A0 pattern pieces in, so I haven't really got anything to show you. And obviously the instructions are all on my iPad, so yeah, can't really show you anything. However, I will show you a picture, and the pattern is, so the Sintra by Liesl & Co, the Sintra halter neck top and dress. It's described as an elegant halter with rounded neckband and gathered front. This statement making style can be worn alone or under a blazer. It closes with a simple button and buttonhole at the back. Choose view A for a classic seamless front top, or select view B with a peekaboo V slit neckline and flowy above the knee dress silhouette, which sounds gorgeous, doesn't it? It does sound really lovely. Now, I love a halter neck. I really love a halter neck. In fact, one of the very few ready to wear dresses that I keep in my wardrobe for kind of going out occasions is a halter neck, because I love it and I feel great in it. So soon as I saw Claire recommend this, I was like, I need to get that pattern. I need to give it a go, and I desperately want to give it a try because I think I'd like to make it for one of the frocktail events, but obviously make it as a dress but bring it down so it is full length. So I don't know how much I'll be able to show you on my iPad, but you've got the full length there with the dress, and obviously then that's supposed to kind of end, and it does on the model end just by her knees. That's not a good look for me. Anything that ends by my knees gives me a bit of Hobbit vibes, so I need to lengthen it, but I think that's easy enough. So I'm hoping to get that. I've now got it. I'm hoping to get it traced off so that I can make the top as a toile. I've got lots of lovely fabrics. Claire very kindly suggested that you can make it from scraps, and as we know, all of those bits that are on my sewing room floor, I'm sure I'll find something that I can toile that up with that I'll be able to wear in the summer. So hopefully I shall get that done sooner rather than later. The next pattern that I bought was also Liesl & Co, because, you know, while I was on there, I couldn't just buy one. And it's called the Laura's dress, and it's a square neck top and dress. Now, I really like a square neck, and I have made the square neck top by Friday Pattern Company, but I have got to do quite a few alterations on that for it to fit me. And Liesl & Co are one of those kind of, for me, Liesl & Co are a kind of pattern company, a pattern designer where it just always fits me out of the packet, it seems to, because it does cup sizes, so I don't tend to have to do a lot. So I thought, well, I'll have a go, see what it's like. Yeah, I just fancied it. As again, all I can do is apologise for the noise outside and the fact that the lights keep dimming. Apparently one of my neighbours is having all of the guttering on the front of their house replaced, so that is what the noise is, and there's not a lot I can do about it, so yeah, apologies. I hope you're bearing with, and I hope it's not too disturbing. The other pattern that I bought while I was there, as you do, was the matchy matchy. Now I always get this wrong, I always want to say the wrong thing. Matchy matchy boxer tie boxer, that's something else. Bow, not tie, bow boxer shorts. The matchy matchy bow boxer shorts. And not only did I get the pattern, I have also made a pair. So just a little bit about the bow boxer shorts. So it says on the description, and I love this description, the bow boxer shorts are fast, easy and fun to sew. A perfect make for cool girls in hot weather. I've never been described as a cool girl. These basic breezy shorts are inspired by traditional boxer shorts with a straight fit. The pattern includes 2 views, mid-rise and high-rise. These are high-rise, both with 3-inch and 5-inch inseam. This is a 5-inch inseam, finished with small side splits and sweet little bows. Sweet little bows. These comfortable, elastic-waisted shorts are sure to keep you feeling cool and relaxed when in or out of the house. So yeah, so that is the bow boxer shorts. It says that the fabrics that you need are light woven, such as cotton or linen. This is a cotton, coordinating thread and 4cm elastic. And I did have the right elastic this time, so good for me. It says the difficulty is a beginner, and I think that's definitely right. They are simple as, and yeah, so as you do. Yeah, I was really excited to try these. My lovely friend Tamlin has made them. A few other people have made them, and I thought, oh, they just look really fun for this weather. I haven't finished them. They're not finished. I haven't finished the waistband. I put the waistband in, but I haven't kind of sewn around the waistband, which gives you that lovely finish. I haven't quite tied the tie. I've had a go at tying it on one side, not the other, and I haven't hemmed them up. But they are nearly done, and I'm hoping tonight in my Social Sparkle to cut out a little top that matches, and then I'll wear that tomorrow for my Much Ado About Stitching. Although I have got another outfit that I've got to wear tomorrow because me and Lynn have got to have our photos taken. So I might take both and see how hot it is and do a little like change halfway through. That sounds exciting. A lovely pair of shorts. Brilliant pattern. Really enjoyed it. Would I make it again? Absolutely yes. Right, on to the next thing that came into the sewing room. I'm sorry, the last couple of weeks, my videos seem to be a lot of things that I've had come in, but I tend to do my shopping in batches. That's just how it happens. So the next thing that came in was, I am a member of the Closet Crew. And I've been a member for a couple of months, but I keep forgetting that I'm a member. And I saw that this month was the Adriana set, which is a shirt and shorts set. Now, as you know, if you've been here any time at all, I love a shirt. And the idea of having a little cute shirt and shorts set for summer really appealed to me. So I thought, right, come on, Sam, you're a member of this, you paid for the pattern. So I sent this off to Flamingo Printing because my lovely friend Liz does the full pattern books, and I find that when it's something like this, I find it easier to have it as a pattern book. And then I have got the AO pattern sheets for both as well. So yeah, so I am going to definitely need to find some fabric and make up that. Maybe not straight away, although, you know, the summer's not here forever. So maybe that is something I want to do sooner rather than later. But I thought if I print it out and get it done, it will inspire me to make it up. Because I don't want to be spending money on a membership to something that I'm not using. But I do really like Closet Core. I like being part of the crew. So I'm like, right, use it. Do it, Sam. So the next thing that came into my sewing room, in fact, this is not necessarily in order, but you know, it's in the order that it is piled up on my desk. Now, last week you would have remembered, if you watched, that I did a little cheeky order to the lovely Rosie at Sew Eco Fabrics, and bless her heart, she watched my video, which is so cute. Hi Rosie, if you're watching. And yeah, she watched my video and she said, oh Sam, if you do want a little bit more of that ribbing, I have only got half a metre left. So you know what, I was like, well, you've only got half a metre left, so I will put another order in. So I popped another order in for this, so that I now definitely have got enough to make the, what's it called, to make the assembly line high cuff sweater with that gorgeous plaid sweatshirt, not sweatshirt, gorgeous plaid viscose that I bought with it. So I've definitely got enough. And to be honest, this colour will be great for, you know, t-shirts, neckbands and things anyway. But there was a little bit of funny story that went with it. I also put an order for another piece of fabric, and I will show you that as well. So I put the order in after she'd spoke to me, and then I got a confirmation, and then it was a little while. I mean, you know, it didn't take a long time. It was just a little while. And then I got a message from her saying, oh, I'm so sorry. I've sent your order today again because I sent it to the wrong person. So somebody else received my order. If it was you, let me know. I mean, what are the chances? If someone puts that in and says it was me, well, I might buy a lottery ticket. But anywho, yeah, the other thing that I put in was because I was putting an order in, I didn't want to just buy half a metre of ribbing. And I'd seen that Rosie had some gorgeous organic cotton. Now, I've had organic cotton a couple of times and I just love it. It is a bit more expensive, but I love the way it washes and wears, because it washes and wears a little bit like linen, and it's cotton. So I bought myself a metre of this gorgeous, because I love the colour, just to make myself a little top for summer. It's just 1 metre. It's organic cotton. I know it's going to be gorgeous to wear, gorgeous to wash. It's going to look amazing on my washing line. So yeah, so I just bought that. So that was my little cheeky extra bonus, my extra bonus purchase from So Eco Fabrics. And then, oh, I did have a little cheeky order from my lovely friends Fabric Obsession, the lovely Adele, the lovely Bex. I hope that they are having a wonderful weekend. They're off doing exciting things this weekend. And yeah, so on one of the lives, I saw this come up and I was like, oh, I like that. And the girls gave some, you know, or you could make a Leah dress with it. You could do this, you could do that. But what I wanted to make with it was, I've been making the packing cubes for my daughter, which is a kit from Flying Bobbins. And obviously as part of the kit, I get all of the instructions and the pattern pieces and everything. And I'm really enjoying making them. And I thought this fabric would make excellent packing cubes because it feels like holiday, it's fun. So I thought, right, I'll get myself some of this. When I went on, I thought I'd get myself 1.5 meters. And that's plenty, and then I can make lots of kind of packing cubes for people, for gifts and things like that. But then when it came in, and I just did this with it, I was like, needs to be a shirt. Really needs to be a shirt. So I think I'm going to make myself a shirt with it, and then if I've got any left, I will make some packing cubes, or I will just order some more. Yeah. It's just gorgeous. It's little Johnny, it's cotton. It's fun. It's so fun. I love it. I think it's for me, anything that's got that bright green, bright red, bright blue in just pops on me, and I just love it. Just love it. The other thing that I got from the girls, this is really boring, is white denim. I got 2 meters of white denim. Now I have got a project in mind for this, but it is a little bit of a secret squirrel project that I can't share with you just yet. But I needed some white denim for it. So and it's come, and it's beautiful quality. It's really lovely white denim. So all been washed, all ready to go. That's what's been in the Sparkly Studio. So coming up next week are the highlights from Much Ado About Stitching, which will be cool. Obviously, Sewing Bee, episode 2. There's a bit of north-south divide going on in that one, which sounds really exciting. Looking forward to that. Get Your Kit Off continues next week. And then obviously all my online socials. Carry on with my kit sewing. Probably cut a few things out and get those little fabric volcanoes off my sewing room floor and back onto the lovely Kallax unit. So that's mainly what I've got planned for. And also I have got a visitor. My mum is coming over from Spain. So yeah, she is going to keep me busy for the next couple of weeks as well. So yeah, that's really what I've got planned for the Sparkly Studio next week, as well as all of the other things that are going on. So yeah. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me, whether you have been sewing, sorting fabric, watching the bee and me at the same time. I don't know, I'm a multitasker. Or simply having a quiet moment with a cuppa. Whatever you're up to, I hope that the vlog has brought a little smile to your face. If it has, don't forget to give this a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And whatever you're doing today, don't forget to sparkle. Bye for now. This week in the sparkly strokes. So, this